Ferguson has the okay from the official, Gary Christensen, out of Mason City. Here is the approach and the kick by Ferguson. Coming down to the near side, Hovden takes it at the 15, runs it straight ahead to the 20. He's to the 25-30, tries to bounce it left to the outside and does. Gets to the 31 and gets knocked back from there. So Hovden returns it 16 yards. Tyler Schaffer, the man that brought him down, 1st and 10 from the 31 for Decorah.
We've seen Jake a number of times this year on returns be able to kind of absorb the first contact and bounce it outside. Almost got away that time, but a nice job by the Solon coverage team to corral him and get a lot of bodies to the football.
Vikes left to right here in the first quarter. Going into a stiff breeze. Breitenmeyer to the right side, wing back right is Sweska, tight end left is Kane, I formation with Leaps and Savarov, the football on the left or far side hash mark. 5 on the line of scrimmage for Solon. Here's the give up the middle to Leaps as he goes off right guard across the 35 to the 37-yard line. A blast play for 5 yards, and Connor Wiseman, the man that brought him down.
Just straight ahead with the fullback, probably off the right guard, and good forward movement with their offensive line, good crease, good play.
So call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 37. Football left or far side hash. Henning left, wing back left, Sweska, tight end right, Kane, split back, Savarov, and Leap, swing pass right side, caught by Michael at the 35, angling right to the 45, he's to the 50, tripped up and out of bounds he goes. At the Solon 47-yard line, the man who knocked him to the sideline was Seth Phillips, but a nice swing play of 16 yards and a first down for Decorah.
And we've really seen Bryce Pierce throughout this season become better in every aspect of his game at the quarterback position, but especially in terms of just making the correct read, finding the open receiver, and you see there even a little swing pass out to the flat nets you 16 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, football on the right or near side hash. Rohrer to the right side. Wing back right is Sweska, split left rather is Kane, split backs with Hovden and Leafs. Here's the give to Sweska, bounces left to the outside and gets dragged down near the line of scrimmage. In fact, 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him at the 49-yard line. Good quickness by Solon interrupted that play. Logan Linderbaum was first to the football, a loss of 4.
Well, that one they looked like they were in the huddle for the play call, because not one but 4 whites read that play well enough that they were right there into our backfield for the loss.
Minute and a half into the game, no score, initial drive of the game. 2nd and 14 from the 49. Sweska left. Right is Meyer. Wing back right is Kane. I with Hovden and Leaps. Pitch to Hovden right side. Leaps out in front. Hovden gets to the 45, breaks a tackle there and falls down at the 40-yard line along the near side numbers. Connor Wiseman, the man that brought him down. It's a gain of 11 to set up a 3rd and 3.
There's some of that elusiveness by Jake that we've talked about, able to take that first contact, spin off, and gain about 3 or 4 extra yards on the play to make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line in Solon territory. We're 2:10 into the game, no score. Vikes moving left to right on the initial drive of the game. To the left side will go Dylan Henning. Wing back left is Sweska. Tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Hovden and with Leaps. Sweska in motion left to right. 6-man front for Solon. Here's the give to Leaps right side. Finds a gap and gets the first down, or so it appears, as he is knocked back between the numbers and the hash mark at the 36-yard line. Jordan Weimer, the primary defender. It's a gain of 4, and the Vikes move the sticks.
Yeah, it was a good team play. It was enough help for our ball carrier, Leafs, and we moved the chains.
So 1st down and 10 at the 36-yard line. To the left side, Roar. Wing back left is Sweska. Tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. Football on the right or near side hash mark. Sweska in motion left to right. Here's the give to Leaps. Big gap left side to the 30. Bounces right to the outside 20. He's to the 15 to the 10 and ridden down on the far sideline. The tackle will go to Jacob Black. They'll mark him at the 9. It's a 1st and goal to Decorah after a gain of 27 yards.
Huge hole at the line of scrimmage that time, and Leaps was able to bounce it outside. He got a great block from Rohr out on the outside, blocking from that split end position. And, the Vikes appear to be in a great rhythm right now down inside the 10 on this first drive.
3 minutes into the game, no score. 1st and goal at the 9. Football left or far side hash mark. Kane to the left side, or tight end left rather. Split right is Meyer. Wing back right is Sweska eye with Savarov and leaps. Here is Pierce trying to belly left side, and he gets dragged down right on the far side. Numbers at the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 9. Pierce didn't really have any running room that time. Call it a gain of 0, second down. Upcoming tackle, credit to Seth Phillips.
Well, they're in a different defense, of course, now inside the 20-yard line. They're in a goal line defense with a 6-man front and 5 across the back, and there really wasn't any running room for Pierce on that play.
8:22 to play, first quarter, no score. Second and goal from the 9. Henning right, wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. Eye with Savarov and leaps. Gives to Michaels. Tries to squeak his throw off the right side. Not much doing there as he gets dragged down in the vicinity of the 7-yard line. Off the bottom of the pile, Nate Kennedy for Solon. It's third and goal.
Like Coach said, down inside the 10 here, Solon going with that 6-man front on the defensive side of the ball, and that obviously gives you some more people to block at that point of attack. And the last couple plays, the defensive line of Solon has been winning.
Third and goal at the 7. Football left or far side hash mark. Leaps to the left side. Wing back left is Sweska. Tight end right, Kane. Split backs with Leaps and with Savarov. Pierce takes the snap, has time in the pocket, now looks to scramble, and he's going to get sacked back near the 10-yard line as Pierce let go of the football late, and Leaps will come up with the ball near the 14-yard line, or so it appeared. Gary Christensen is stopping the clock, and it looks like Solon has the football. They do. It appeared you could make a case that Pierce's progress was stopped, but probably a case of Bryce trying to do too much there at the same time, and a fumble recovery for Solon.
Well, the Solon group really stood their ground here once we got down to about the 11-yard line. They've really done a job there of clogging the holes.
Solon right to left, 7:23 to play first quarter, no score. 4 receivers set. Black will stand in the pistol, and Kramer will stand behind him. Kramer will get the handoff right side, tries to bounce it right to the outside, breaks the tackle attempt of Kyle Kane, and gets slid down by Andy Sinkink, who's slow in getting up on the far side at the 19-yard line, and Kramer slow in getting up as well. And a timeout for an injury here. It is a gain of 6 yards on the play. And I think that might have been just some unintentional helmet-to-helmet contact between back and defender that time. Andy's slow in getting up. He is on his back right now, and boy, you hate to see anything like this.
Both players are being attended to. Their player is up on his feet, but I think he's a little woozy too. He's walking off with a coach or a trainer, one of the two, and our player is still on the ground.
Andy Sinkik is the player. Kelly Bloom, her student trainer, as well as Doc Mayer, got immediately out there to attend to the situation. Coach Post is around the situation as well. So let's take a timeout here. 7:13 to play quarter number 1. It's a scoreless game, and let's hear from Paul Hudson. And back to live action. Black ran it to the right side and got 2. He was brought to the sideline by Kyle Kane. It's a 3rd down and 2 upcoming for Solon. We're scoreless as Solon trying to convert off the Bryce Pierce fumble after Decorah had a nice drive to start the ball game. 3 receivers to the left side, single receiver to the right. Weimer in the to the right of Black in the gun. Black drops the snap, picks it up, scrambles to his left, gets across the 20. He's hit by Dustin Carey lunging ahead, and Black gets dragged back from the 25-yard line. And it'll be a first down for Solon as the never actually brought Black down as Black got away from 2 tackle attempts, and his improvisation ability gets a first down for the Spartans.
Bad tackling on Decorah's part, because Darren said got away from two guys, had a chance to bring him down without getting a 1st and 10 where they'd had a punt.
6.5 to play first quarter, no score. Solon with the first down of the game. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line, an equipment issue with a Decorah player. Tim Especk, the umpire, stopping the clock, and Matt Whittle has an equipment issue right now, so the Vikes will need another defensive tackle in the game, and Nick Gosling will come in. Savarov and Gosling on the left side. Truan and Ashbacker on the right side. Linebackers are Leaps and Kane. In the secondary for Decorah, a new player in. That is Garrett Wise in the secondary, replacing Andy Sinkic. Give to Weimer. Right side. Tries to bounce it right to the outside and does so 30. He's to the 35-40 and knocked to the sideline. They're going to mark him at the 45-yard line. Weimer showed some nice quickness there. A 19-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, he got to the edge, and this just kind of accelerated up the sideline. The Vikings able to push him, out of bounds. But, on that previous play with the fumbled snap, an opportunity lost there for this Decorah defense. And, you really got to bow your neck now and make sure it doesn't come back to bite you.
6:17 to play first quarter, no score. Solon on the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Receivers left and right. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his right and Weimer to his left. Football writer far side hash. Give to Weimer once again. He goes off the right side, got tripped up near the line of scrimmage and falls forward to the 48. The ankle tackle of Matt Whittle brought him down, gain of 3.
Yeah, just a handoff to the back that was in the backfield with his quarterback off the right tackle, and as Darren called it, our number 77 grabbed an ankle and tripped him up.
So 2nd down and 7 from the 48-yard line. To the near side goes Spencer Schaefer. To the far side will go Nathan Hawkins. Black in the gun, Weimer to his left, and to his right is Brandon Kramer. Weimer takes the snap, Black takes the snap, tries to bounce it left to the outside, finds a gap and got dragged down by Kyle Kane on the left near side hash mark at the 49-yard line. His patience got him the 3 yards that he got that time because Decorah seemingly defended it reasonably well. It's 3rd down.
They did have it defended pretty well, and you saw at the tail end of that play, 3 Decorah defenders converged on the ball carrier, and that's exactly what you want to see against a quarterback like this that likes to run the ball. If he wants to put himself out there in that running game, you got to make sure that you can put good hits on him every time.
They're attending to the shoulder of Andy Sinkic on the near side, and Solon will take a timeout. We'll keep it here this time and tell you that the Schluter-Ballock Funeral Home and Cremation Service are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. Schluter-Ballock Funeral Home, caring for Northeast Iowa families. Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smedrud. Health care for all ages. Hike up your health with regular health visits. Join many other Red Blue family members by adding chiropractic to your health care. By Decorah Tire Service, they remind you that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires. Get your car humanized at Decorah Tire Service. And by Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agent Jason Solon, your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Call Farm Bureau. We mentioned that turnover for Decorah on their initial drive of the game. 26th takeaway by the Solon defense this year. I don't care who you're playing in 12 games, that's pretty impressive, Chris.
Yeah, and definitely a team that coming into this game, looking at the stat sheet, you knew it was it's always a key to the game, but that turnover battle extra important against a team like Solon.
3rd down and 4 from the Decorah 49. Pistol set in the backfield as Black takes the snap. He'll throw for the first time. Pumping once, throwing the near side catch made by Hawkins at the 40-yard line. Got dragged down at the 38-yard line by Dylan Henning. It'll be a first down and a gain of 11 yards.
Not terrible coverage, just a well-executed pitch and catch. It was a rollout to the right. He threw it on the run. He threw it very accurate. The receiver did a good job of using both hands and pulled it right down into a secure position, and we tackled him immediately. 1st and 10, 37-yard line to Decorah territory. Football writer far side hash. Here is Black. He keeps it on his own read left side. Runs to the 35. Hit by Sweska and dragged down. He got sandwiched between Sweska and Savarov on the tackle on the near side hash at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 for Black.
Looked initially like there might be a little room to run there, but again, our guys doing a great job of really rallying to the football on defense right now, getting multiple defenders to the point of attack.
Colin Nimrod in the game in the Decorah secondary. 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. Receivers left and right. Black in the gun. Kramer to his right and Weimer to his left. Black takes the snap, keeps it on his own read right side. Hit by Dustin Carrion, brought down. Help came from Matt Whittle. Help also came from Jacob Leaf, but a great defense of the zone read. It's 3rd down.
We had 3 guys right on the quarterback when he decided to take it back out of the gut of the back that he faked to, and no gain.
3:50 to play first quarter. It's a scoreless game. 3rd and 8 for Solon. Football resting at the Decorah 35-yard line. Hawkins to the right side, Schaefer to the near side left. Black in the gun, Kramer to his right, and Weimer to his left. Tight end right side of the line. Snap to Black. He'll give to Weimer. He'll plow ahead off the right side and get covered up by Austin Ashbacker at the 31-yard line. So a 4th and 4 upcoming here for Solon. Obviously go time based on the previous play call.
Yeah, and clearly going to be 4-down territory here. No hesitation to keep the offense on the field. And, this is where the Decorah defense can really make up for that missed opportunity earlier in this drive.
So 4th and 4 from the 31-yard line. Crowd to their feet here on the near side. To the left side will go Connor Ham. To the right side will go Nathan Hawkins. In the shotgun, Black. He has backs on either side of his hip. Black takes the snap, gives to Weimer, right side, tries to cut it back, does so, gets to the 25-yard line, and gets the first down. Sean Truitt among those who brought him down, as Weimer got 6 with some nice help on the far side.
Well, their line, their big 73 blocks pretty well. You can hide behind him. He's wide, he's tall, he's heavy. He's not a bad-looking high school tackle, and they ran right behind him for 6 yards.
And that's Dalton Ferguson, 3:05 and a senior. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Receivers left and right. Black in the gun, Kramer to his right, and Weimer to his left. Black will take the snap. He'll drop back to throw off play action, throwing down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. He threw it to Spencer Schaefer, who was covered very well by Jake Hubden and by Cole Sweska. It's 2nd down.
Pretty good coverage there, as you mentioned, Darren, and you give credit to the quarterback as well, putting that ball in a spot where if anyone was going to come down with it, it was going to be his receiver. But like you said, just blanketed by 2 Decorah defenders there.
2:26 to play, quarter number 1. Solon on their initial drive after recovering a Decorah fumble at the Solon 13-yard line after Decorah drove from the Decorah 31 to the Solon 7 on their initial drive. 2nd and 10 at the 24. Receivers left and right. Black in the shotgun, backs on either side of his hip. Black takes the snap, keeps it on his own read right side. First down inside the 15 and gets dragged back from the 15-yard line. Michael Savarov brought him down, and Black just found a hole off that right side once again and made a lot of money there, Coach.
Guess who he was behind again? Number 73. The big guy doing a good job for them, creating running room, and the quarterback doing a good job of running where you should, not trying to dance around just north and south, and it looks to me like it's a 1st and 10.
They will bring in Dave Lumen and Denny Green from the far side. Not too far of a jog for them. And the ball is on the numbers on the far side, and Gary Christensen will point east for a 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. 2:18 to play, quarter number 1. Solon and Decorah scoreless, but Solon a takeaway on Decorah's first possession, and they're trying to take advantage of it with a very nice drive here. This is the 14th play of the drive that started at the Solon 13-yard line. To the right side, Hawkins. To the left side, Schaefer. Pistol set in the backfield as Black is in the shotgun. A new fullback is to his right, and Kramer is behind him. Give is to Kramer. Tries to bounce it right to the outside. Hit by Kyle Kane and dragged down on the far sideline. Help came from Leaps and Savarov, but Kramer got a yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming. Weimer out of the game, and he's being attended to on the far side, just to let people know about that.
And another great job there of gang tackling by our defense. Missed an initial kind of ankle tackle right at the line of scrimmage, but then 3 or 4 more hats converge on the ball and make a nice play. 2nd
and 9 from the 13-yard line with 90 seconds to play, quarter number 1. Scoreless game between Decorah and Solon. And the football on the far or right side hash mark at the Decorah 14. Black in the pistol. Kramer will stand behind him when a fullback to his left. Black takes the snap, rolls to his left. Black under pressure, rolls back to his right. Hit by Whittle, stumbles forward, keeps his balance, runs to the 15, gets knocked to the sideline. Michael Ruiz and Kyle Kane knock him out at the 12. Black able to get 2, but he ran a heck of a lot of ways to get the 2 that he did.
It was sprint left pass, intended to be a pass all the way. We did a good job on the side that he rolled 2 or sprinted 2. He turned around, he ran about 30 yards to his right, did make the corner, but didn't make a lot after he did make the corner, only 2 yards.
3rd and 8 from the 12. In case you're wondering, Solon's longest field goal is 22 yards this year. Backs on either side of the hip of Black, who takes the snap, who retreats in the pocket. He has time, he fires over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. Nathan Hawkins on the receiving end. Black found him in the end zone for a score. It's 6-0 Solon with 1:02 to play, quarter number 1.
And it looked like a 3-man route on that play, with the running back kind of running a wheel route up the sideline, and then 2 guys going over the middle, and the quarterback was patient, had time to throw the ball, and just found the open receiver.
87 yards, 16 plays, 6:21 off the clock. Jackson Rushek is 49 of 53 on the PATs this year. It'll be out of the hold of Seth Phillips, and a flag is down as Gary Christensen counting the players, and he thought he saw 12, but he only saw 11. So Gary waves at the press box. We'll wave back, and we'll do this thing over again. Snap, and somebody moved on the right side for Solon. That play is going to get moved dead. Somebody moved on the right side for Solon, so that play was blown dead. The head linesman, Craig Snyder, will come in and tell Gary Christensen about it. He'll say illegal procedure against Solon.
You know, they got a break there. They had a terrible snap. They really didn't get the ball up real well, and I can't believe it had anything to do with the illegal procedure. So here they get a second chance.
So, take 2 on the PAT. Rushek again, 49 of 53 on the season, and the Vikes going to give the 5 yards right back as Michael Savarov jumps into the neutral zone.
The only good thing is it might break the concentration and rhythm of the of the extra point with all the delay.
Yeah, kickers aren't used to being on the field this long.
A little bit of gamesmanship there, I think. It was a really demonstrative signal by the holder on that one.
So, Phillips will hold, and Rushek will kick it, and the kick is up, and it is good. And Solon leads 7-0 with 1:02 to play here in quarter number 1. And let's take break for Winneshiek Mutual Insurance. Viking special teams back out on the field to receive the kick from Solon. This game brought to you by Kelly Real Estate. Working together as a team brings success to the Vikings. Put the best team in real estate to work for you, Kelly Real Estate. And by David Finholt Construction, your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects, from renovation to new. David Finholt Construction. Ferguson will kick off from right to left. Hovden and Sweska back deep for Decorah. 7-0. The Vikings trail Solon. Solon led Decorah 3-0 last year as well. Second straight year in the matchup that Solon has scored on the initial drive of the game. Here's the approach by Ferguson and the kick. This one a good one, sending Hovden back to the 1-yard line. He'll move straight ahead in the center of the field at the 10 to the 15. He's to the 20, opening to the 30, near sideline to the 40. Hovden to the 45, 50, and shoved to the sideline. Connor Ham, who is just as fast as Jake Hovden, shoved into the sideline, and without a kid as fast as Connor Ham, that would have been 6.
Yeah, the young man that shoved him out from Solon is one of the absolute best hurdlers in this state. He was second best last year as a sophomore in all classes, so you know he's got some speed.
So Solon territory, 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Decorah left to right, 50 seconds to play. Quarter number 1, they trail 7-0. Meyer to the left side, wing left, Sweska, tight end right, carry, split backs, leaps, and Savarov. Here is Pierce taking, give to Savarov, buys to bounce it left to the outside, and got dragged down on the far side. Numbers at the 46. Dragged down on the play by Danny Whitmore. It's a loss of 3.
Well defended again by Solon. That's the second time we've tried to get that edge on kind of a sweep action, and they've just had players in the backfield each time.
So 2nd down and 13 upcoming with 46 seconds left in the quarter. The Vikes are into the wind, which is probably about 20 miles an hour out of the east. 2nd and 13 from the 46-yard line might be the final play of quarter number 1. Give to Leaps as he powers ahead and gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. The man who muscled him down on the play was Connor Wiseman, and it's the end of quarter number 1. Solon leads at the end of quarter number 1 by a count of 7-0. And let's take a timeout here for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Welcome back. End of quarter number 1. Decorah trails Solon 7-0. End of quarter number 1 in New Hampton. Walk on 21, New Hampton 0. This update brought to you by Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating winning combinations of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. So, Decorah will move right to left. They will have a 3rd down and 11 from the 44-yard line. Vikings on 3rd downs are 1 of 4 to this point. Solon outgaining Decorah 87-55 in quarter number 1. Cole Rohr to the left side. Dustin Curry to the far side right. Split backs with Leaps and Savarov. Wing back on the left side is Sweska. Pierce takes the snap off, play action. Protection's nice for the moment. He'll fire deep down the middle of the field, going for Carey, incomplete. There was contact down there, but not enough to warrant a flag. Connor Ham had the coverage. It's 4th down.
And it just was too long with the ball in the air, and if you've got a quick defender like Ham is, he's able to, even if he is off a step or step and a half, he's able to recover, and he did knock the ball away, but Darren said it right. There was a little jostling.
But to be clear, it was incidental contact more than anything. Leaps gets the kick away, angles to the far side, bounces it at the 10. It goes all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Solon will get the football back. 44-yard punt, no return. 11:46 to play second quarter. Solon up by a 7-0 margin, and they will look to add to that total as they move left to right into the wind here in quarter number 2. Coverage tonight brought to you by the Sports Shop. Massive sales going on now. Get 25% off NFL merchandise, 50% off baseball apparel, 40% off in-stock duffel bags, and 25% off ladies apparel at the Sports Shop in Decorah. Receivers to the left and right side. Black in the pistol. Kramer stands behind Black, who is in the shotgun formation. Kramer takes the handoff, and he'll plow ahead up the middle, and he gets dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and he'll fall ahead for a couple. Matt Whittle off the bottom of the pile. It's a gain of 2 yards. Jordan Weimer, who has 437 yards rushing and 10 touchdowns on the season, we haven't seen him since late in that first drive.
The last play was just a good old-fashioned straight-ahead dive, and we defensed it, I think, quite well.
2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Backs on either side of Black in the shotgun, receivers left and right. Black takes the snap, dropping back, throwing deep down the left sideline. Hammer got a step on the defender, and it's a poorly thrown ball, fortunately for Decorah, as Ham couldn't come down with it at the 40-yard line. Ham had 2 steps or a step and a half on Brighton Meyer, fortunately an incomplete pass.
And that's where, as a cornerback, you got to look at the guy across from you, realize how much speed he has, and maybe give yourself a yard or 2 extra cushion on that play because you don't want him to get behind you. And, very fortunate that they weren't able to complete that pass that time.
Solon 3 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. They lead it 7-0 a minute into the second quarter. It's 3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Here is Black on a zone read, and he gets dumped right near the line of scrimmage. No running room for any option that time, as Austin Ashbacker and Dustin Carey were the primary defenders on Black. Gain of 0, and Solon forced a punt.
Yeah, we completely won that play with a lot of red helmets, a lot of Decorah defenders right around the ball on the quarterback.
Punting for Solon. Spencer Schaefer, 35-9 a punt. Hovden and Sweska back deep for Decorah, standing near the 45-yard line. Solon uses a spread punt formation, snap back in good shape, no pressure. He'll get the kick away. This one coming down to Jake at the 40-yard line, moves ahead to the 45-yard line, bounces off a couple of defenders and gets wrestled down on the near side, or towards the near side hash mark at the 47. So the punt that time goes 37 yards, not bad, into the wind. A return of 7 for Hovden. 10-13 to play, quarter number 2. It's a 7-0 lead for Solon. Again, Decorah with awesome field position.
And a nice kick, like you said there, Darren, and the coverage was pretty good, but I got to say I am a little surprised that they didn't try to go a little more directional away from Jake Hovden, especially after that big kick return.
First and 10, 47-yard line, Vikes right to left. Kane left, Meyer right. Wingback right is Sweska. Split backs with Hovden and Leaps. Bryce Pierce under his center. Sean Truin facing a 5-man front. Give to Leaps left side. He'll power ahead and get to the 49-yard line. Logan Linderbaum, the man that brought him down. It's a gain of 2.
I think we got to think a little bit, though, about running away from 73. He didn't make the tackle, but he collapsed the gap to his inside rather easily, and he's played, for a big man, he's played a nice game so far.
2nd and 8 from the 49. Henning right, Kane left, wingback right, Sweska. Split backs with Hovden and Leaps. Football left or near side hash mark, pitch to Leaps left side, ran into his own blocker and got tripped up to the 50-yard line. Nate Kennedy, the man that brought him down, they're going to mark him at the 49, so it's a gain of 0. It's 3rd and 8.
And Darren said it just right, ran into his own blocker, who was just looked like he just got beat off the ball that time. He was being blocked in our offensive backfield.
3rd and 8 from the 49 in Decorah territory. 9-10 to play second quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Solon. Cole Rohr to the left side, wingback left, Sweska. Tight end to the right side is Kane. Split backs with Hovden and Leaps. Football left or near side hash mark. Pierce takes the snap. Rushes on, has time in the pocket, throws the right side, incomplete, and the flag is out. Connor Ham got Kyle Kane early. At the 40-yard line, that'll be a pass interference call. Craig Snyder right on the call on the far side.
It's a good call.
All three of us agree on that call. The back closed.
That don't happen too often.
The back closed very quickly, number 5, but he bumped. And also, I think his arm got around and the second bump before the ball got to the receiver.
And it's a good job by the head linesman making that call. Oftentimes you look for the back judge to make that call. The back judge doesn't know exactly when that contact is coming or whether or not that arm gets in there early. The head linesman had the good view of it, and this is why this is one of the best crews in the state right there. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 8:54 to play, second quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Solon. Vikes get the first down on penalty. To the left side, Meyer. To the right side, Kane. Wingback left is Sweska. Split backs with Hovden and Leaps. Here is Pierce off play action. Has time in the pocket. Swings it out right side. Going for Jake Hovden. Makes a catch inside the 15. Knocked to the sideline. They mark him at the 9-yard line. Brandon Kramer, the man who knocked him to the far sideline. It is a gain of 27 and another 1st and goal for Decorah.
And you could see Jake Hovden immediately on that wheel route that he was going to come open down the numbers, and Bryce Pierce made the correct read and put the ball right on the money.
8:46 to play here in the second. 7-0 Solon. 1st and goal, Decorah at the 9. Sweska right, Henning left. Wingback left is Kane. I formation with Hovden and Leaps. Football on the right or far side hash mark. Equipment issue with a Solon player. So Tim Especk, the umpire, will allow him to make the necessary repairs. And actually, they'll have to send him to the sideline because I think everything is okay there. Now, 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. I formation, wing lefts, receivers left and right, football right or far side hash mark. Pitch to Hovden left side with Leaps out in front. Leaps gives him a block as Jake tries to get to the sideline. He'll get as far as the 7-yard line before Seth Phillips flattened his tire. It's a gain of 2 yards. A lot of team speed on this Solon defense. Going to be tough to run wide against them.
They flow very well, and I'm sure we knew coming in they've got good overall team speed, and you really got to maintain your blocks a long time when you go laterally first, that wide, to try to go upfield.
Second and goal from the 7-yard line, 8:12 to play, second quarter, a 7-0 lead for Solon. Sweska right, Rohr left, wingback left is Kane. Short drops, Pierce throws the right side, caught by Sweska, and he is dragged down by Ham at the 1-yard line. Just outside the end zone, Ham was able to knock him down, but a bullet of a toss from Pierce and a heck of a grab by Sweska. It's third and goal.
And at first I thought after the contact, Cole might have gotten his body twisted enough to get the ball over the plane, but dragged down just short. But a great effort by Cole there to haul it in and then be able to hang on after the contact.
Third and goal from the 1-yard line. In fact, inches outside the goal line. Kane tight end right, wing back left is Sweska, split to the left side is Meyer, split backs, Leaps and Hovden. Pierce under his center, gives to Leaps right side, stood up near the goal line and knocked back. Heck of a defensive play by Matt Quinn, who met him in the hole and knocked him back. It's fourth down and a little more to go, a little less than a yard.
What Darren just said is we lost about a foot on that particular play. We didn't have anywhere to go. They were standing us up already when the ball was exchanged.
6:55 to play in the second, 7-0 Solon. Fourth and goal from the 1-yard line. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. Wing left is Sweska. Tight end right, Kane. Split to the left side is Henning. Here's the give. No, it's a belly right side. Bryce Pierce into the end zone for the touchdown. 11th rushing touchdown of the season, and Bryce Pierce pulls Decorah within an extra point of tying it up with 6:40 to play in the second quarter.
And if I remember correctly on how the film exchange works in the playoffs, you don't actually get playoff film of your opponent.
You don't get the last game. Continue your point.
So, I think if they had seen our game for Monday, they might have been a little more prepared for that play. But Bryce Pierce, again, just taking it on the belly and had a lot of room to just kind of walk into the end zone that time.
Andy Sinkic is back in the ballgame. He will attempt the extra points. 31 of 36. Carter Zidlicki, the snapper, and Colin Nimrod will be the holder. And I think it was a snap infraction, as Sean Denning actually is the snapper, and he moved it early. And unfortunately, that adds to the degree of difficulty. Drake Schuring is actually holding, and Sean Denning is snapping here. And these extra points, unfortunately, have been a little bit of an adventure lately. And he's still 31 of 36 on the season. Snap, spot, kick, up, and it is no good. He pushed it to the left or far side. 6:40 to play here in the second quarter. It's 7-6 Solon. This game brought to you by Oneota Valley Family Eye Care, a full-service eye care clinic with cutting-edge technology and an experienced professional staff providing eye care for the entire family. Hobie LP Gas is your locally owned propane service. The gas professionals who put safety first, residential, ag, and commercial deliveries for value and experience. Call Hobie LP Gas. Hawkeye Stages is the way to go from start to finish when planning your next trip. Sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff at Hawkeye Stages do the driving for you. And by the Schluter-Bollock Funeral Home and Cremation Services, their staff are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal request and tradition. Schluter-Bollock Funeral Home, caring for families in Northeast Iowa. PATs, gentlemen.
Well, they broke a guy free right up the middle, and I'm not sure that he might have not. You're not supposed to look up, as we well know, as the kicker, but I'm not so sure he didn't see a little shadow there and hurried it, and it went wide to the right. Somebody came right up the middle.
So special teams, which have won so many games for Decorah in the past, have struggled here over the last couple of games. But all in all, a nice drive, and the Vikes got back within a point. The defense got a 3-and-out on their last effort, and you'll try to get another one here. So, kicking off from right to left will be Sweska. The primary deep back is Kramer for Solon. Kramer is averaging 32.4 a return. Here's the approach and the kick. This one deep, and and not playable as it lands 8 yards deep with a stiff breeze at his back. That's the first kickoff in 17 that Decorah has gotten to the end zone on a touchback. Cole must have read the blog today.
That's just a great job, and something that a lot of times can get overlooked. But when you force your opponent to start at the 20-yard line, you don't give them a chance for that return. You give yourself a lot of momentum with your defense coming on the field.
And the bottom line is Solon is pretty good in the return game as well. 2 receivers left side, 2 receivers right. Kramer stands in back of Black in a pistol set. Black takes the snap, keeps it on the left side, looks for an opening. Now he throws downfield, and the catch is made on the far side. And across the 30 to the 31-yard line goes the Solon player, and it's going to be a first down. Tyler Schaefer was brought down by Dustin Carey, and that's the playmaking ability of Jacob Black right there. A gain of 11 yards and a first down.
Nice design play, really a nice design play. But again, we missed the tackle. It would have been not more than a 3-yard gain had we tackled where we first made contact.
First and 10, 31-yard line. Solon left to right, give to Kramer off the left side, plowing ahead, and he'll get to the 36-yard line. Ruiz, the man that brought him down, a gain of 5 yards.
Not honestly a whole lot of room there, but the Solon back doing a nice job of just kind of squeezing through, getting as much as he could, and they end up with a pretty good first down pickup.
So, 2nd and 5 from the 36-yard line. To the left side will go Connor Ham, as well as another receiver. 2 receivers to the right side. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his left. Black takes the snap, gives to Kramer, sweeping right to the outside, looks for a cutback lane, plows ahead, and gets knocked back. The man providing the contact was Matt Whittle to knock him back, but Colin Nimrod kept contained and brings down the runner Kramer at the 38. It's a gain of 2 to set up a 3rd and 3.
Well, they ran a long ways to make a little, and we had great flow. We had a defensive back, we had a tackle. We did a good job of defensing that play.
So 3rd down and 3 from the 38-yard line. 5:08 to play in the second quarter. Solon up by a 7-6 margin. Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right, football writer near side, hash mark. Black in the pistol with Kramer behind him. Black keeper right side, dances across the 40, gets across the 45, and Ruiz brings him down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 and a first down as he was brought down on the near side numbers.
And we had defenders there, but again, the quarterback, Black, just able to find a little seam and exploit it and pick up the first down.
4:52 to play till halftime. A reminder, Solon gets the football to start the second half as well. They'll mark him at the 49, so give Black a gain of 11 on the previous play. A first down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Ham to the left side, as well as Schaefer. 2 receivers to the near side right. Black in the pistol and Kramer behind him. Black takes the snap, gives to Kramer. Big hole left side. Runs to the 45 to the 40 and ridden down. Dustin Carey, the man that brought him down at the 38-yard line in Decorah territory. It's a gain of 7, and Kramer got some nice interference and showed some speed.
We didn't play position football. We're too concerned now about watching the quarterback, and they made a hole off their left tackle to give to their running back that the 3 of us would have looked good running through there.
Don't speak so soon, Coach. Well, with you with the new hip, you would have gotten 5 to 10. First and 10, 39-yard line. Here is Black in the backfield. Got away from one man, runs to his left, breaks another tackle inside the 35 and brought down near the 31-yard line. Black with a gain of 8 yards. Finally finished off by Kyle Kane. We talked about tackling being a key in this game. How much of it is Black making plays? How much of it is Decorah not making plays, Chris?
Well, you look at that play specifically, and he's able to elude the tackle of Austin Ashbacker in the backfield there, which doesn't happen very often, Darren. And, you got to give credit, obviously, to the opponent making plays, but, like you alluded to, Decorah not doing a great job in the open field with tackling.
2nd and 2 from the 31-yard line. Black in the pistol, Kramer behind him. Kramer gets the handoff right side, has a big hole, cuts it back inside the 20. Austin Ashbacker brings him down at the 18-yard line. Got the initial hole behind the right side of the line with Ferguson and Evans at 2:25 and 3:05. The cutback got him 13, and Solon in the red zone leading 7-6, and Decorah is going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field, 3:19 to play till halftime, 7-6 Decorah. And let's take a timeout for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. Coach Post and Coach Truin using the basketball-style timeout there to try to stop some momentum. It's first down and 10 for Solon from the 18-yard line. A missed PAT and a turnover, the difference in this one. Solon with a Black to Hawkins 12-yard connection for a score. At the 1:02 mark of the first quarter, that was after Decorah drove inside the 10-yard line and fumbled it to Solon on their first drive. Decorah's drive resulted in a Bryce Pierce 1-yard touchdown run, but the PAT was no good. 2 receivers to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Black in the pistol, Kramer behind him. Football left or far side, hash mark on a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Here is Black. Tried to cut it back towards the right after starting to the left on the zone read. He gets knocked back from the 16-yard line, coming down in the hands of Kyle Kane, a gain of 2 yards.
But we defended it well. We played position. We would have, I think, done well if they would have handed the ball to the back that he faked to, and that's what we have to do is trust our teammates when the ball doesn't come right at us and not be in too big a hurry to try to get to the ball carriers to make sure they don't cut back in our lane.
2nd and 8 from the 16-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Black, zone read running up the middle. Break down by Austin Ashbacker. Black had a hole, but 64 said not so fast at the 13. It's a gain of 3.
And that's something we've seen, to this point in the game. Black, for the most part, has been able to slip out of those tackles, but Austin that time just grabbing a hold and showing why, he's one of the main forces to be reckoned with on this Viking defense.
Solon is 4 of 6 on 3rd downs. It's 3rd and 5 from the 13-yard line. Solon leading 7-6. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Black in the pistol with Kramer behind him. Football right or near side hash mark. Black takes the snap, rolls to his right. He'll fire the right side, and it is caught. At the 5-yard line, beneath the coverage of Dylan Henning, it was Hawkins who caught the football, and it's 1st and goal Decorah, or for Solon at the Decorah 5.
That's a big-time throw, guys. He threw it down below at the knee where only his receiver, and he trusts his receiver to make sure he's going to go enough yardage to pick up the first. That's a well-executed high school play.
Inside of 2 minutes to play till halftime. Solon with 2 timeouts remaining. A 1st and goal just inside the 5-yard line on the right or near side hash mark. To the left side will go Connor Ham. To the right side will go Nathan Hawkins. A pistol set with the fullback Stone standing to the right of Black and Kramer behind him. Black runs it right side, turning upfield, getting into the end zone for the touchdown. Jacob Black with his 22nd rushing touchdown of the season, his 36th touchdown he's accounted for this year. It's 13-6 Solon.
They just kind of ran it wasn't really even a draw, it was just kind of a quarterback power play to the near side, and we strung it out pretty well, but just left a little bit too much room on the edge, and he was able to sneak in near the pylon.
80 yards, 11 plays, 5:08 off the clock. Another very solid drive for the Solon Spartans. Low snap, spot kick. It is up, and it is good, and Solon has an 8-point lead with 1:32 to play till halftime. The Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smedrud. Healthcare for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red and blue family members by adding chiropractic to your healthcare. Call the Swella Clinic of Chiropractic today. Decorah Tire Service reminds listeners that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires from Decorah Tire Service. By Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agent Jason Solon, your lineman and life Life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Kelly Real Estate, working together as a team, brings success for the Vikings. Put the best team in real estate to work for you. Kelly Real Estate, DaveKelly.com. David Finholt Construction is your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects, from renovation to new. David Finholt Construction. And by Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating winning combinations of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. Kicking to the left, on the left or far side hash mark, is Jackson Rushik this time. Here's the approach and the kick. This one coming down to the far side as Hubden takes it on the far side. Hash mark at the 15, 20, he's to the 25, 30. Jake to the 40 and brought down. Seth Phillips bringing down Hubden at the 45-yard line. First down, Decorah from that point. 2 timeouts, minute 25 to play with, 14-6 Solon.
Well, again, a really nice return by Jake Hubden. He does an outstanding job of waiting to see what is the best place to go north and south and use his blockers and hide behind.
First and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the right side, Meyer. Wing right is Sweska. Tight end left is Carey. Split backs in the backfield. Counter coming to Sweska. Left side. Ran into his own blocker. Able to move his way forward to the line of scrimmage and getting dragged down from there. And what a couple of teams have told us about Solon football happened there. No flag, though. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 66 got excited about staying at home there and helping make the tackle, that's for sure.
2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. To the right side will go Henning. Wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Carey. Split backs with Savaroff and Leaps. Pierce under center takes the snap, gives on a trap play to Savaroff, and bringing him down is Logan Linderbaum, who was untouched. Bringing down Savaroff after a loss of a yard. It's 3rd down and long with 35 seconds to play till halftime.
That play looked a little broken from the get-go. It looked like, the offensive line certainly didn't fire off the ball the way they wanted to. And, as you said, Darren, there was a free man that just came and drug him down from behind. 18 seconds to play till halftime. 14-6 the score. Solon on top. It is 3rd and 10 from the 44. Draw play up the middle to Michael Savaroff. He'll run to his left, get stood up, and get knocked back from the 44-yard line by Logan Linderbaum, and throw the flag! Yes, sir! You know what? There's been cheap stuff that has been happening on all 3 plays, and Logan Linderbaum made a heck of a nice play, but cost his team by being an idiot. That's, you just can't push your luck in that situation, Darren.
Great job, Jeff Trost, for throwing it.
We've seen it a couple times already in this game, and, that's just one time too many.
Well, 66 has made the last 3 plays. We're going to call it exactly like it is. He got excited on the very first one on the counter sweep 6, and he got extra excited on the 3rd one, but he made 3 consecutive tackles, but he was foolish on what he did to finish off the 3rd
And it
tackle.
was 3 to 4 seconds after the whistle.
Right.
It was cheap, it was dumb, and best thing is he's off the field because Kevin Miller doesn't want him to commit a couple of penalties, and he's been the defensive force on this series, Coach.
Yeah, now that 66 has played well on the last 3 downs, but you don't play foolish like he did on that 3rd play that he made.
There's 3 seconds left here in the first half, and Decorah takes a timeout. It's 14-6 Solon. Solon with a couple of a touchdown pass from Black to Hawkins in the first quarter, a Black touchdown run in the first quarter as well. Pierce with a touchdown run for Decorah, but a missed extra point. Vikings have missed their last 4 extra points. So, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Sweska will be the wing back right. Brighton Meyer split to the right side. Tight end to the left side is Kane. Bryce Pierce will be under center. Hubden Leaps and Savaroff will be the backfield tandem. Football left or near side hash mark, and dropping a throw is Bryce Pierce. Pierce steps up in the pocket, got away from one man, still has time, scrambles to his right, fires downfield. Kane is open, makes the catch at the 5. but it's going to be too little too late, as Pierce connected with Kane on the 31-yard pass, but Solon kept Decorah out of the end zone. So Solon leading 14-6 here at the halftime break, and Solon coming back out on the field as we're about ready to get things underway. We'll tell you about a few more of our fine sponsors. Hawkeye Stages is the way to go from start to finish when planning your next trip. Sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff at Hawkeye Stages do the driving for you. Schluter-Volek Funeral Home and Cremation Services staff, they are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. Schluter-Volek Funeral Home, caring for Northeast Iowa families. Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smedzrud, healthcare for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red and blue family members by adding chiropractics to your health care. Decorah Tire reminds listeners that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires. Get your car humanized at Decorah Tire Service. Kelly Real Estate, working together as a team, brings success for the Vikings, but the best team in real estate to work for you. Kelly Real Estate, DaveKelly.com. David Finholt Construction, your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects, from renovation to new. David Finholt Construction. By Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agent Jason Solon, your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Call Farm Bureau. And by Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating winning combinations of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. Again, Solon will get the football to start the second half. The wind has been pretty strong and out of the east, but hasn't been a major factor to this point. 14-6, Solon on top, and they will get the football here to start the second half, and we'll get Coach Friedoff here momentarily. But big drive to start this second half, guys. Haven't been down 2 scores in quite some time, and defense has to set the tone, and I think defense wants to take it on its own shoulders to play better here in the second half.
Yeah, and the things that we didn't do well in the first half are all things that we've seen this team be capable of through this point of the season. So definitely things that can all be cleaned up for sure.
All right, let's toss the headset over to Coach Friedoff here as he will give us the view from the locker room. Coach, 14-6 trailing at the halftime break. What specifically needs to be cleaned up both offensively and defensively here in the second half?
Well, defensively, Solon's a good offensive team. We just got to claw together here and find a way to get some stops. Some adjustments in terms of getting a few more guys up to the line of scrimmage. And then we got to do a better job of tackling. Get our feet to the tackle. We know they've got talented backs. And we're not going to be able to tackle them with our arms. We got to get our feet to them. And then when we get there, we got to wrap them up. And we didn't do a real great job in the first half doing that.
And on the offensive side of the ball, what needs to be cleaned up? Anything schematically, or is it just a case of getting to people?
We did a nice job starting out the game. We've had some good drives where we've been able to move the ball, but of course we haven't been able to maybe finish. We've had some sloppy things happen, fumbles in those situations, and then their line kind of started picking up a little bit in the second quarter. We got to get back to how we started the game, get our guys off the snap count, get into them, and we know when we get down that red zone, we got to be able to punch it in.
All right, Coach, let's turn the scoreboard around.
Sounds good, Darren. Thank you.
All right, Jeff Friedoff joining us at halftime. Decorah will be kicking off from right to left to restart the ball game. Solon will move from left to right offensively to restart the ball game. Solon with 1 score per quarter, and Decorah with 1 score in the second quarter. The 1 turnover Solon capitalized off. Decorah also missed an extra point in that first half as well. So defense with the opportunity to set the tone. It's been a very low possession game to this point. Solon only had 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and one 3 and out. Decorah had 3 possessions, or 4 possessions actually. A fumble, a punt, a touchdown, and a turnover, or they got to the 5-yard line before the half ended in that first half. So the turnover is looming large right now. The missed extra point, it's your job not to make that loom large right now. As Cole Sweska will kick off from right to left. His one kickoff tonight he put into the end zone, and he has a stiff breeze at his back. That was the first kickoff in 17 that Decorah had put into the end zone. Kramer is standing in the end zone, or basically right in front of the end zone. Jordan Weimer has not played, one of the top backs for Solon since early in the game. This is a shorter kick that Kramer will take at the 5. Straight ahead 10, far side hash mark to the 15. He's to the 20, tries to cut it back, just plows ahead and moves across the 30 to the 34-yard line. So a nice straight ahead return by Kramer that time. Cole Rohr and Cole Sweska brought him down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line for Solon.
Those backs got a good feel of how to hesitate and then dart a little bit and then hesitate again and really use all the screening of their teammates. He did a nice job on that return.
Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right. Solon left to right, Black in the shotgun, and Kramer to his left. Kramer gets the handoff, starts right, cuts back left, moves straight ahead, up to the 50-yard line, and a first down. Dustin Carey, the man that brought him down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
That read option kind of look again, and just kind of right up the middle, and Solon again kind of just firing off the ball, winning in the trenches right now.
So second down upcoming, first down and 10 at the 50-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Black in the shotgun, and off to his right is Kramer. Kramer gets the handoff left side. He gets dragged down immediately at the line of scrimmage by Jacob Leaps and Sean Truin. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Sean did a good job. He read the play well, and he tackled them from behind. They were going away from where his alignment was, and he came right across the line of scrimmage about 1 yard and grabbed onto that ball carrier's hips and did a good job of dragging him down.
1 minute into the third quarter, 14-6 Solon. 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Black in the gun, Kramer to his right. Black takes the snap, drops back to throw. Black throws deep down the right sideline, and it's picked off! It is picked off! Breitenmeyer picks it off on the near sideline at the 25-yard line. Miscommunication between Black and Stone, his intended receiver. Breitenmeyer playing center field, and Decorah gets the turnover.
Brighton did a great job of being with his man. Obviously the receiver wasn't on the same page with the quarterback, but by being step for step with the receiver, Brighton put himself in a good position and just had to go up and catch the overthrow.
Decorah 1st and 10, left to right from the 25-yard line. 10:54 to play in the third. 14-6 the score. Solon on top. I formation wing right and a split to the right side. Here is Pierce Hakes, gives the leap, puts up the middle, slants across the 30 and brought down near the near side hash mark at the 33-yard line. Kramer, the man that brought him down. They'll mark him at the 32, but a gain of 7 yards.
Much quicker off the ball on that first play for us in the second half here on offense. Much quicker off the ball.
2nd and 3 from the 32-yard line to the right side. Henning, wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. I with Hovden and Leaps. Here is the give to Leaps once again. He'll power ahead off the left side and just keeps the pile moving forward as Jacob Leaps gets across the 35 to the 39-yard line. They'll mark him at the 38. It'll be a first down. Leading the defensive charge for Solon was Danny Whitmore.
Not a lot there, quite frankly, but Jacob Leaps just kept those legs driving, got some help from his teammates, and they just kept that pile moving forward to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 2 minutes into the second half, Breitenmeyer interception at the 25-yard line, and the Vikes trying to take advantage of it. Cole Rohr to the right side, wing back right is Sweska, tight end left is Kane. I with Hovden and Leaps, football towards the left or near side hash mark. Here's the give to Jake right side, bouncing right to the outside, runs to the 40, gets to the sideline at the 45 and gets brought down on a horse collar tackle at the 48-yard line by Connor Ham. So Jake gets 8 and add 15 onto that baby.
Just a great job by Jake getting to the edge, broke off one tackle initially, and then he stiff-armed the defender on the edge and made him grab the inside of his collar there, and that resulted in the penalty.
So, first down and 10 at the Solon 38-yard line. Coach, you could have seen that horse collar without your glasses there.
No, when you see somebody's head and shoulders go backwards like that, you almost have to think that hand went inside the shoulder pads right behind the neck.
9:40 to play, third quarter. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line in Solon territory. I formation, receivers left and right. Give to Hovden left side. This time he's into a crowd and he gets knocked back from the 38-yard line. Gain of 0. Battle at the point of attack won by Solon. Logan Linderbaum clogging things up again. 2nd and 10.
Sean Truin did a nice job getting off the ball there. It almost looked like he fired off before everyone else, but the rest of that offensive line not getting off the ball like they want to on that play.
2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Football in the center of the field. Henning split to the left near side. Wing back left is Kane. Tight end right is Sweska. I with Leaps and Hovden. Pierce under his center. Sean Truin takes the snap, pitch to Hovden right side. He's hit near the 40-yard line, gets to the sideline, 35, and knocked to the sideline at the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 31. Escorting him to the sideline was Nate Kennedy, but a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 3.
Just nice acceleration on Jake's part because I think it was number 25 thought he had enough reach to be able to grab him around the waist, and he just ran right out of that reach and got another 4 yards beyond.
3rd and 3 from the 31-yard line. First third down of the second half for Decorah. In this category, they were 1 of 5 in the first half. High formation, receivers left and right, give on a wing back sweep to Sweska. He got by one defender. No, it's Leaps up the middle. He's tripped up to the 29-yard line. As Kramer, the man that brought him down, he got 2, he needed 3. It's 4th down and 1.5 yards. 8:35 to play in the third, 14-6 Solon.
And he just got just a little too much of a piece of Leaps on that play. Wasn't able to keep his balance long enough to pick up the first down, and now this is going to be a huge attempt here on 4th down for this offense.
Football is outside the 29. You need to get inside the 28 to get the first down. To the left side, Meyer, wing left to Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Hovden and Leaps, Sweska in motion. Here's the give to Leaps. No, it's a belly right side. Pierce, 25. He's to the 20. He stood up and knocked to the sideline there at the 21-yard line. Pierce on the belly, knocked to the sideline by fellow quarterback Jacob Black. They'll mark him at the 22. It's a gain of 7 and a first down.
You know, partners, Chris and Darren, I don't understand why somebody doesn't mirror the quarterback every time that the ball is faked into the line. It's beyond my understanding and all the fun I've had around football.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. I formation. Sweska wing left goes in motion right. Henning split to the left side. Here's the give up the middle to Leaps, and Leaps is tripped up inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Brought down on the play by Lance Evans. It's a gain of 4.
And Jacob Leaps obviously likes to be that kind of physical runner, likes to put those shoulders down, but sometimes gets that weight a little too far forward, and we saw it on that play, just kind of fell forward after he crossed the line of scrimmage, but still a pretty decent pickup for first down.
7:18 to play in the third, 14-6 Solon. 2nd and 6 from the 18-yard line in Solon territory. High formation, wing left, split to the left side is Royer, tight end right is Kane. Here's the give to Leaps. He powers his head off the right side again. He'll fall forward to the 16-yard line. First contact to Nate Kennedy. It's a gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 4 upcoming for Decorah.
Leaves doing as well as you could expect because not much of a hole there off right tackle, and he runs low enough, hard enough to almost always fall forward, so a good job on his part.
Decorah 1 of 6 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 4 from the 16. Meyer to the left side, wing left, Sweska. I formation, Hovden and Leaps, tight end right is Kane. Pierce takes the snap, option pitch to Hovden. He's in trouble. He's outside the 20-yard line, tries to cut it back to the right and gets buried. Back to the 23-yard line. Connor Wiseman, the man that brought him down. It ends up being a loss of 7.
Yeah, they wanted to run the option there and make the Solon defenders kind of make a decision, but they just had 3 or 4 defenders out there, and when you're up against that many guys, the option doesn't really do much for you. And Jake, give him credit, he tried to get as much as he could, but stopped for a loss.
4th and 11 from the 23. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs in the backfield with Leaps and with Hubden driving to throw is Bryce Pierce. Pierce steps up in the pocket, being chased, got brought down from behind by Ferguson at the 22-yard line. So he got 0, and the Vikes unfortunately unable to convert off that turnover. The Solon defense bends but doesn't break. 5:48 to play in the third. Solon up 14-6.
Good coverage downfield, and Bryce, the quarterback, tried to step up and still hoped that somebody could shake open, but their one man drug him down by the hips there in the backfield.
14-6 Solon. 1st and 10 for Solon from the 23-yard line. To the left side will go Connor Ham as well as Tyler Schaefer. 2 receivers off to the right. Nathan Hawkins and Kiefer Stone. Black in the shotgun, gives to Kramer, hit by Austin Ashbacker, and down he goes at the 24. Only a gain of a yard. Austin read it like a book.
And there's Austin Ashbacker really making his presence known, and that's something that needs to happen for this Decorah defense here in the second half.
2nd and 9 from the 24-yard line with 5.5 to play in the third. Black sends a single receiver to the right side and Connor Ham off to the left. Stone is the fullback to the right of Black, who's in the shotgun formation, and Kramer is the tailback. Kramer gets the handoff right side, cuts it back up the middle, runs into his own blocker, gets across the 30 and dragged back from there. Kyle Kane, Eric Severson the stop. It's a gain of 6, so 3rd and 3 for Solon. 5 minutes to play in the third. 14-6 Spartans.
Too big a hole, though, guys, because where he went down was the first contact with 2 defenders that you called, Darren. So the hole was there for him to go right through for 6 yards.
Solon 5 of 7 on 3rd down conversions, 3rd and 3 from the 30. Receivers left and right. Black in the shotgun, backs on either side of his hip. Black takes the snap, tries to keep it off the right side. Stood up by Gary and dragged down by Kane. The Vikes defended every option well. Ashbacker had the fullback. Contain was kept at the quarterback. It's 4th down for the Spartans.
Dustin Carey and Kyle Kane, like you mentioned, Darren, teaming up to make that play, and that's a huge stop because now you force Solon to punt. On their own 30-yard line, you got to think now you're going to be set up with pretty good field position.
And they are punting into the wind. First punt and only punt on the night, 37 yards for Solon. And they sent somebody off out of the huddle there, but that was missed. So punting is Brandon Kramer. Snapback in good shape. They're going to rugby it as Kramer moves forward, gets the kick away. It bounces at the 40 and takes a nice Solon hop. Takes a lateral hop to the 30 and gets dragged down right there. So a 40-yard punt, no return, 3:37 to play in the third. It's 14-6 Solon. And first down for Decorah, moving right to left from their own 30.
It was the punter kind of took it. It was rugby style. It almost looked like he had the option if he wanted to run it. That's something that I'm all too familiar with, unfortunately, but this time he punts it, and Decorah gets the ball back, and a great response by the defense to get the stop and get the ball back for the offense.
So Varov and Leaps in an I formation. Kane tight end right. Sweska in motion left to right. Give to Savarov right side. Looks for an opening, doesn't find one, but he makes what he can of it as he is dragged down near the 32-yard line. Knocked down by Ferguson and Wiseman. It's a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, it was off right tackle, and as Darren called, really no hole. We did with just the hard running of Subaru to get what he did, and that's 2 yards.
And Connor Wiseman a little slow in getting up. He'll need some help in coming off the field to the far side. And that's a two-way kid for Solon. 2nd and 8 it'll be from the 32-yard line. Only 6 points on the night for Decorah. 14 for Solon. But the Vikes still within 1 score here with 3:18 to play in the third. Dylan Henning to the left side. Dustin Curry off to the far side right. Wing back left is Sweska. Split backs with Leaps and Savarov. Pierce under his center. Sean Truan takes the snap. Gives up the middle to Leaps. And Leaps gets knocked back by Kramer and company right from the 32-yard line. A gain of 0. It's 3rd down upcoming.
And we've seen it now a few times in this half. Solon just really clogging those running lanes, giving Decorah nowhere to go, and it really comes down to just execution down there on the offensive line. Because if there wasn't something to be exploited down there, these plays wouldn't be getting called.
Decorah, 1 of 7 on third down conversions on the night. 3rd and 7 from the 33. Split backs in the backfield. Underneath center is Bryce Pierce. He'll take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket. He'll have time. He'll throw over the middle of the field. Incomplete. A diving attempt by Cole Sweska, who was breaking open towards the post against Jacob Black, but unfortunately the connection not made. It's 4th down.
And Darren called exactly the pattern. That's a post pattern, and to me it looked like the ball was too far out in front of him, that he couldn't, even with the extension of trying to lay out, get his hands on the ball.
So Jacob leaps on in punt formation. Kramer is back deep, as well as Hawkins. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward and get the kick away. This one will bounce at the 35. Kramer will take it on 2 hops, far sideline. At the 25, he gets to the 30-yard line and gets knocked back by Austin Ashbacker. The baby bull, the long snapper, greeting Kramer rudely at the 32. So, all things considered, not too bad of a punt that time. A 43-yard punt and a return of 7. So 2:11 to play in the third quarter. Solon still up 14-6. That was the score at halftime.
Just about starting from where we exchanged, given where we got the ball from the last time they had the ball. It's starting about the same place, isn't it, Darren?
3 receivers right, single receiver left. Black in the gun, Kramer to his right. Kramer gets the handoff, tries to run up the middle. He runs into the baby bull, and Austin brings him down at the 35-yard line, a gain of 3.
Austin has just been, a lot more visible now here in the second half. In the first half, there was some plays where he was around the ball, but wasn't necessarily going to be the primary tackler. Now it looks like he's doing a lot better job of just disengaging from his blocker and getting to the point of attack.
100 seconds to play here in the third. It's 14-6 Solon. It's 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. Black in the pistol set. He'll take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He sets his feet, and he'll throw downfield. Going for Hawkins. Makes the catch at the 30, and Hawkins is gone. Black to Hawkins for 65 yards, and Solon's up 20-6 with 1:23 to play in the third.
Well, we were beat. And it was a well-thrown ball, and that's about the best way to say it, honestly. And they end up with a touchdown.
Rusek on for the PAT. And when Black rolls like that, it's often tempting for a secondary man to come up and support the run, with Black being such a good runner. But the primary thing of a secondary guy is covering that pass. PAT is up and good. So 1:23 to play in the third. It is 21-6 Solon. And let's take a break for Perry Novak Electric. The Solon Spartans up 21-6 with 1:23 to play in quarter number 3. First 2-score deficit in forever for Decorah. Well, kicking off from right to left will be Jackson Rushek with Jay Cubden and Cole Sweska back deep. Football on the left or far side hash mark. Spreading out from sideline to sideline goes the Solon Spartans. And Rushek has his football teed up on the left or far side hash mark. Here is the approach by Rushek and the kick. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a kick that Brighton Meyer takes at the 25, moves straight ahead to the 30, brings it to the near sideline, 35-40, and knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So they kicked away from the return men, and Brighton Meyer just caught it and moved forward and returned it for 21.
Safe to say that didn't turn out how they would have liked it to, Darren.
First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 1:17 to play in the third. It's a 21-6 lead for Solon. To the right side goes Kyle Kane. To the left near side goes Bryton Meyer. Vikes right to left. Wing back left is Sweska. I formation, Savarov and Sam Johnson. Here is Savarov getting the handoff off the left side. He'll move ahead to the 49-yard line. He got dragged down on the play by Matt Quinn. 2nd and 7 upcoming.
Well, the young man that made the play just got off the block. We didn't sustain that guy's with getting him off the ball long enough, and he just made a solo tackle.
2nd and 7 from the 49. I formation, receivers left and right. Slot or wing back left is Sweska. Dropping a throw as Pierce has time. Dump right over the head of Savarov, incomplete, and he wasn't ready for the pass. He'd really not gotten into his route when that ball was thrown, timing just off. 2nd or 3rd down and 7.
There was space out there, had it been complete, but Bryce just kind of threw it a split second before Savarov was ready for it.
3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line. 39 seconds to play in the third. Solon up 21-6. Goal roar left side, wing back left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane, Johnson, and Savarov split in the backfield. Dropping a throw is Bryce Pierce. Screen pass left side. It's caught by Leaps, but that one read well by Solon as Kramer brings him down all the way back to the Decorah 45. It's a loss of 4.
Darren said it as accurately as you could. Read well. Not one defender was fooled. 4 weren't fooled by that screen. 4 guys surrounded the receiver on that screen pass.
Decorah still trying to use the wind on this punt as there's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Snap back to Leaps in good shape. He'll move forward and get the kick away. Nice kick this time as it comes down to Kramer at the 10-yard line, center of the field. Moves straight ahead to the 20, moving to his left to the 30, turns upfield to the 35 to the 40, runs to the 45, breaks the tackle of Riley Rue and gets ridden to the sideline at the 49-yard line. As Jacob Leaps and Bryton Meyer were blocked downfield, the man who knocked him to the sideline was, I believe, Grant Grinna. So 1st down and 10 for Solon as we go to the fourth quarter. It's 21-6 Solon. Let's take time out for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. Welcome back to Decorah, everybody. 21-6 Decorah. As we go to the fourth quarter of play, Decorah trailing Solon, and Solon will move right to left here in the fourth quarter of play. So there are some of the stats there, Chris. Anything jump out to you?
Just kind of offensively, Solon obviously winning that battle. 260 yards of offense, 165 for Decorah. But then, the quarterback play for Solon, Jacob Black, 5 of 8 for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's also got 51 yards on the ground. So, he's been that dynamic player we expected coming in.
So, trips to the left side, single receiver to the right, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line after the nice punt return. Black keeps it, zone read right side, breaks the tackle of Hubden, brings it to the far sideline, gets thrown to the sideline by Kyle Kane at the 46-yard line. It is a gain on the play of 6 yards for Black.
And I know I'm getting redundant, but we had a shot right on the line of scrimmage, and it wasn't that he was putting a move on us. We just didn't run our feet and get our body in front. You can't reach.
2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side left. Single receiver to the far side right. Black in the shotgun. Off to his left is Kramer. Black takes the snap. Hit in the backfield is Kramer, and Noah Black kept that one as Whittle brought down Kramer as Black kept it on the left side after a nice fake, just refusing to go down as he is knocked down at the 27-yard line. It's going to be a keeper for 19 and a 1st down. Black had a lot of guys faked out, including myself.
He got me too, Darren. It definitely looked like there was a great play made in the backfield there, but give him credit, carried out that fake perfectly on that one and picked up a 1st down.
When coach's eyesight is better than mine.
I saw who had the ball, and that was not good because he was already 10 yards downfield.
I better go to Oneota Valley Family Eye Care, a full-service eye care clinic with cutting-edge technology and an experienced professional staff. Providing care for the entire family.
Great lead-in.
3 receivers to the left side, single receiver to the right. Black takes, keeps it right side. moves inside the 25, stood up there by Kyle Kane, keeps the legs moving forward and gets dragged down at the 23-yard line. So Black on a keeper for 4. Second down upcoming, and Solon just eating clock right now.
And again, a hole at the point of attack, and only Kyle there to beat him and be able to drag him down. They're just getting off the ball much better from their offensive front than we are with our defensive front.
So, 2nd and 5, it'll leave from the 22-yard line. 10:35 to play. Solon up 21-6. 3 receivers left side, single receiver to the right. Black in the shotgun, takes the snap, quarterback keep, runs to the left side and gets dragged down at the 21-yard line. Leaps the man that brought him down there. It's a gain of 2, 3rd down and 4 upcoming, and Solon has just been absolute money on 3rd down tonight.
Yeah, and you got to expect that this is again going to be 4-down territory. So you're probably looking at 2 plays here, but you got to start with this 3rd down play, and you have to step up.
Solon 5 of 8 on 3rd downs. Decorah 1 of 9. 3rd down and 4 from the 21-yard line. Make it 3rd down and about 3 actually. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. In the shotgun is Black. He'll give to Kramer, and he got upended right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Truan bringing down Kramer for no gain. It's 4th down.
Well, as Chris said, they're not going to attempt a field goal. They're going to go there in 4-down territory. So, they've got so many different options that they can do with 2 really good runners in the backfield. So it's not an easy job on our part here on 4th and 2.5.
4th and 2.5 from the 20-yard line. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his right, and I think Kevin Miller wants a timeout, and he will take one. We'll keep it here during the break. 9:12 to play in the 4th, 21-6 Solon. The Sports Shop offers massive sales going on right now. 25% off NFL merchandise, 50% off Major League Baseball apparel, and 40% off in-stock duffel bags, as well as 25% off ladies' apparel. Hovey LP Gas, your locally owned propane service, the gas professionals who put safety first, residential, ag, and commercial deliveries. For value and experience, call Hovey LP Gas. Hawkeye Stages is the way to go from start to finish when planning your next trip. Sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff at Hawkeye Stages do the driving for you. And by the Schluter-Valek Funeral Home and Cremation Service, their staff is caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. Schluter-Valek Funeral Home, caring for Northeast Iowa families. So 4th down and 3 from the 20-yard line, and you can make an argument it's 4th and ball game here for Decorah, couldn't you?
It seems that way with the way that Solon has been moving the football. Definitely must-win down for Decorah right here.
4th and 3 from the 20-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side, single receiver off to the left. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his left. Kramer gets the handoff right side, brought down by Matt Whittle, shy of the 1st down margin. Kramer tried the right side. Whittle got through there and dragged him down, and Decorah will get the football back. 1st and 10 from their own 29:06 to play, 21-6. Solon on top.
Well, Whittle stepped up on that play because he did it basically on his own, so a nice job on his part.
1st and 10 at the Decorah 19-yard line as Pearson Company will move left to right. As Austin Ashbacker is out of the game with a equipment issue, Riley Rue is in at power guard right now. To the right side, carry to the left side is Meyer. Wing back left is Sweska. Split backs with Leaps and Savarov. Taking the snap is Pierce. Short drop. Throws the right side. Catch made by Carey to the 25. He's to the 30 near sideline. 35, 40. Dusted to the 45 and knocked out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 47-yard line. A gain on a play of 28 and a 1st down.
And we've seen Decorah receivers go down the field. We've seen Bryce throw the ball down the field. Those little curl out routes can be some of the most productive routes of the game when the corners are playing 8-9 yards off the ball. You get the ball in open space and let the receiver make a play, as Dustin did there.
8:58 to play. 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line. 21-6. Decorah trailing Solon. Sweska left, Henning right. Wing back right is Carey. Dropping the snap is Pierce. Throws the left side. Catch made by Sweska. He bounces off a defender at the 45 and gets knocked back from the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards on the play. Brought down on the play by Logan Linderbaum.
And I want to give Cole Sweska credit. He got a good pop as soon as he got the ball in his hands, and he did a good job of hanging on.
8:33 to play, 21-6 Solon, 2nd and 4 from the Solon 47. Sweska to the left side, Rohr to the right. Wing back right is Carey. Split backs with Leaps and Savaroff. Pierce takes the snap, short drop, now pop flies to the left side. Sweska was knocked off his route, and it's incomplete. And there was some pretty good contact there from Nathan Hawkins, and the head linesman said it must have happened before the ball was in the air. It's 3rd down.
And obviously at the high school and in the college level, as long as the ball is not out of the quarterback's hand, you can make contact with the receiver. But they were trying to use the previous play to set that one up. It was going to be a slant and go.
3rd and 4 from the 47. Meyer to the left side, wing back left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Leaps and Savaroff. Taking the snap is Pierce, dropping back to throw. Swings it out right side, and it's bobbled and dropped by Savaroff, who perhaps heard the footsteps of Connor Ham coming up to give him a pop, and it wouldn't have gone for much anyway, so it's 4th down.
No, they had 2 guys that read that swing pass real well. Number 5 is Ham, number 44, and I don't know that name, but they actually covered that pass well.
Tyler Schaefer was the man to give him credit. 4th and 4 for Decorah from the 47. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs, Leaps, and Hovden. Taking the snap is Pierce, dropping back to throw, rolling to his right side. Everybody's covered. He'll throw the right side. Caught by Jake Hovden inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. How in the world did Jake get open? It's a 1st down. The tackle on the play happened because of Tyler Hammett.
All I can say on that one, Darren, is wow. That Jake did a great job of getting himself open, ran up the sideline, but then it's incredibly tough to make that catch when the defender's hand flashes in front of your face mask. A huge amount of credit to Jake on that play. 1st
and 10 from the 26-yard line. Split backs, wing right, split right. Here is Pierce dropping back to throw. Pierce with plenty of time. Throws over the middle, overshot his man, incomplete. He went for Kyle Kane. Brighton Meyer was deflected before he was hit before the ball got there, but the ball was deflected as it went through the hands of Kane. Incomplete, 2nd down.
I wasn't sure who he was throwing to, whether it was Kane or Meyer. I thought it was supposed to be the deeper guy, and as a receiver, you're always taught if you can reach the ball, you go ahead and try to catch it. But I really think that ball was meant for Meyer a little deeper downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 26. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Dropping the throw is Pierce. Pierce with time, throws the right side, catch made by Hovden to the 20, near sideline 15. He's to the 10 and thrown to the sideline. The man who threw him out was Connor Wiseman. They'll mark him at the 12. It'll be a 1st down on a gain of 14.
And something that it's a little thing, but you start to notice it as the clock starts to wind down. The plays that have been big plays on this drive have all been on the boundary, and we've been able to get out of bounds and save ourselves some time.
7:41 to play, 4th quarter, 21-6 Solon. 1st and 10 at the 12 for Decorah. Rohr right side, to the left side is Kane. Short drop, Pierce pumps once, throws over middle, caught by Kane, touchdown! Kyle Kane on the quick slant to the left side, and it's 21-12 with 7:37 to play. All passing on that drive for Decorah. A big play to carry, a couple of big plays by Jake Hovden, and a very well-thrown football by Bryce Pierce right there.
The best thing about what Pierce did there is he waited to let Kane get into an open lane. If he'd have thrown right away, it wouldn't work.
The Vikes will go for the extra point here. Sean Denning is the snapper, and Drake Schuring is the holder. This time it'll be Cole Sweska attempting said extra point. Swinging it from the left hash mark to the center of the field. And this is big right here. Snap, spot, kick, up.
Good.
1st and 5 PATs. Decorah makes one. 7:37 left, 21-13 Decorah. This for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. Well, Decorah within one score, 7:37 to play, 21-13 the score. Cole Sweska will kick off from left to right. We see the hamstring of Jake Hovden getting retaped by Dr. Dave Mayer on the near side. Well, defense, your turn, fellas. Having fun yet, Chris?
This is, what more can you ask for, Darren? A one-score game, quarterfinal round of the playoffs. I guess, you'd like to be on top, but, like you said, you got to have your defense come out now and make this snowball in a positive direction.
Here is Sweska's kick. This one comes down to Kramer as he slips a bit at the 5-yard line, runs straight ahead to the 5, to the 10, 15. He tries to bounce it right to the outside in the 20 and gets dragged down near the 29-yard line. Dylan Henning, the man that brought him down. Good job of staying in the lanes on the kickoff return. So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Really a good job, as Darren just said. We made sure that we didn't try to overdo each one of us. We stayed where we were supposed to, and he has to run back at us at some point in time, and we did a good job.
7:28 to play, 21-13. Solon on top. 1st and 10 for Solon, moving right to left from their own 29. In the shotgun is Black. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Kramer. No, he keeps it on the left side. He'll fire downfield. Catch is made by Schaefer near side 30. He's to the 40 and thrown out of bounds. At the 45-yard line, they'll mark him at the 46. Sweska and Carey knocked him to the sideline.
When you have to respect the quarterback as a really good high school runner, that's really a neat play that they have right there. He starts to run like after making a fake into the line, like he's going to go around the end, and he has a receiver that stands right at the line of scrimmage, and he flips it out there, and nice play.
7:20 to play, 1st and 10. Solon from their own 47. They lead it 21-13. Black in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Black takes the snap. He'll give to Kramer. Runs up the middle. He's hit by Ashbacker. He escapes his tackle, and Kramer brought down on the near side hash mark at the 47. It's a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, and it's, just a steady dose of what they've been doing all game. It's that read option look, and they pick up a nice gain on first down.
7 minutes to play, 21-13 Solon. 2nd and 3 from the 47-yard line.
And, of course, they're using every second before they snap the ball now with an 8-point lead and the clock kicking down to 6:45.
Tyler Hammond to the right side, as well as Kiefer Stone. 2 receivers to the left side, Schaefer and Schaefer. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his right. Black takes the snap, gives to Kramer, runs up the middle, hit by Austin Ashbacker, dragged down near the 43-yard line. It'll be a first down and a gain of 4 yards.
Not a lot of running room, but his offensive line gives him just enough that he can slither through, and he ends up leaning forward and moves the sticks.
6:28 left, 21-13, Solon. And the clock will run as Nathan Hawkins brings in the play from the far sideline.
And they won't have to snap it until it goes right at 6 minutes.
Solon 21, Decorah 13. To the left side, Spencer Schaefer, as well as Tyler Schaefer. 2 receivers right, Nathan Hawkins and Kiefer Stone. Black in the pistol, Kramer behind him. Black takes the snap, keeps it on his own read. He's hit, breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down by Savarov at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Vikes defended it as well as they could. And boy, this quarterback for Solon, he's been everything as advertised.
Yeah, and even when it seems that we have him dead to rights in the backfield, it seems like on every play that he carries it, he finds ways to get positive yardage, even if it's only 1 or 2 yards. We haven't made many plays on him in the backfield tonight.
So 2nd and 8 from the 41. 2 receivers to the right side, 2 receivers off to the left. Football on the near or left side hash mark. And here is Black keeping it on the quarterback draw, left side, inside the 30, wrestled down by Jake Hovden at the 28-yard line. It's a first down and a gain of 13 yards.
We certainly didn't play position football on that because we all wanted to get too quick to the first guy he faked to and left a hole straight ahead for the quarterback, and he's upfield for a 12-yard gain.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for Solon in Decorah territory. Solon leading 21-13 here in the quarterfinals. Two receivers right side, two receivers left side. Black in the shotgun, Kramer off to his left. Black will take the snap. Throws it left side, catch made by Schaefer. Schaefer breaks the tackle of Jake Hovden. Hit by Dustin Carey. Schaefer keeps moving forward and gets dragged down at the 22-yard line, a gain of 6 yards.
And he just kept trucking after first contact on that play. It took about 2 or 3 guys to actually bring him down on the sideline.
4:30 left, 21-13 Decorah. Trailing Solon. Winner to the Unidome next Thursday, loser heading home.
And this play, when it's snapped, will start with not more than 4 minutes left to go.
3 receivers to the right side, single receiver off to the left. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his left. Black takes the snap, keeps it on the right side, runs to the 15, he's to the 10, to the 5, lunging inside the 5 and brought down at the 3. Black on a keep for 18 yards and a first down, 1st and goal Solon.
And again, just keeping it, finds a big hole off the far tackle there, and it's all the way down inside the 5-yard line.
And they're so good with executing and carrying out those fakes, sometimes it's tough to know who's got the ball. As we're inside of 4 minutes to play, it's 21-13 Solon. 2 receivers right side, 2 receivers left side. Black in the shotgun, Kramer to his right. 3:40 left, Solon up by 8. 1st and goal at the 3. Black takes the snap, rolls to the right, keeps it into the end zone for the touchdown. Black on a 4-yard touchdown run, and Solon goes up 27-13 with 3:33 to play.
And I have to say it to describe it exactly like you people will envision listening. We had a hold of him at the line of scrimmage.
3:33 left, 27-13 Solon. Rushek for the PAT. Snap, spot, kick, up, good. Solon up 28-13 with 3:33 left. This coverage brought to you by the Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smedrud. Healthcare for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red and blue family members by adding chiropractics to your health care. Decorah Tire reminds listeners that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires from Decorah Tire Service. Wenatchee County Farm Bureau Agent Jason Solon is your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Kelly Real Estate. The Vikings working together as a team brings success to them. Put the best team in real estate to work for you. DaveKelly.com. And Dave Finholt Construction, your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects, from renovation to new. Dave Finholt Construction. And Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating winning combinations of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. 3:33 left, and the Vikings down 15, 28-13. Ferguson kicking from right to left. A 305-pound guy kicking that one deep, and Jake's going to take this one at the 3. Moving ahead to the 20 and brought down at the 22-yard line.
Good deep kick by the big man, 73, and very good coverage by the cover team of Solon.
So 1st down and 10 from the 22-yard line with 3:25 left. Solon up by a 28-13 margin. Meyer to the left side, wing back left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane, split backs with Hovden and Leafs. Under center is Bryce Pierce. He'll take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll fire downfield. Catch made by Sweska at the 40. Takes a big pop, and down he goes at the 42-yard line. A first down on a gain of 20 yards.
Well thrown ball. Way to hang on a good hit. Good play.
First and 10 from the 43. Meyer left, Kane right, wing back left to Sweska. Split backs with Hovden and Leaf. Short drop, Pierce throws the right side. A flag is thrown on the far side. And an illegal procedure against Decorah. So first down and 15 back to the 38-yard line with 3:12 left. Of course, in times like these, you never want to see a penalty like that, but you can understand why the kids would get a little anxious. To the left side, Henning. To the right side, Sweska. Another dead clock, and a timeout is asked for by Kevin Miller. 3:12 left in this one. 28-13 Decorah, trailing Solon. And let's take a timeout for Deco Products. First and 15, Decorah after the timeout from the 38, pumping once is Bryce Pierce. He's in the pocket, he throws over the middle, catch made by Kane, 40, 30, near sideline, 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, Kyle into the end zone, touchdown! 62 yards! Bryce Pierce to Kyle Kane, 28-19, with 3:01 to play. The Vikes ain't dead yet.
I don't know if it would be the primary defender stumbled a little bit. The ball was accurate. Kane showed that he's not a slow man either for a tight end. They couldn't catch him, and it's a nice play.
Another kid that doesn't want you to courtesy run for him next year there, Coach.
he showed a little speed.
No doubt about it. And a flag flew from the back judge, and illegal procedure again, or a illegal substitution on Solon. They had 12 men on the field.
I think you got to live and go through.
Still got to kick it here, I think. Darren.
Yeah, I think that's the case, because if you miss the two, it's a two-score game.
Yep.
I understand the temptation from a yard and a half away, but again, you got to make it a one-score game. Dead ball, and what they're going to do is assess it on the kickoff.
Yep.
Because you have the option of taking it on here, and if you were going for two, you'd definitely do that, but now you're just going to take it on the kickoff. Very good call by Coach Post and company. Sean Denning is the snapper. Drake Schuring is the holder, and Sweska will be the PAT kicker. Snap, spot, kick. Up. Good. 28-20. 3:01 to play. Well, you have all three timeouts remaining. You have 28-20. Decorah trailing Solon. They're not dead yet.
Look at the amount of offense that they've had this half, and that has to factor into whether what you're thinking, Darren, is an onside kick or is it a kick deep. Because even with three timeouts, 2 1st and 10s will pretty much take care of that 3 minutes and 1 second.
3:01 to play. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson, Dennis Olenzak, and Chris Wanless.
It's the right thing to do. You see how we're lining up.
Yep.
As Decorah will send 10 or 9 men to the left of the formation. Bryce Pierce will be the kicker. Garrett Wise will be the only man on the 45-yard line, and I think Decorah needs to get this 5 yards up, don't they?
Yeah, that's what you knew the rule.
They need to get this 5 yards up.
We didn't get a penalty on that other one.
Here's Pierce on the onside kick. Ball is up in the air, and it's caught by Black on the far side at the 45-yard line. Didn't matter the way it ended up, but Decorah didn't end up getting the 5 yards. They should have on the illegal participation. But nonetheless, first down and 10, 46-yard line for Solon, and now Gotta hope for a turnover.
Apparently, the word from the sideline was that the penalty had to be assessed on the PAT, and we chose to decline it because we were going to kick anyway. That's what I was told.
All right. First down at 10, 46-yard line. Offset backfield to the right side. Black takes the snap, gives to Kramer, right side. Stood up near the line of scrimmage. He'll plow ahead and get to the 49-yard line, and Decorah will take a timeout with 2:53 left. 28-20 the score. So, now it's going to be a 2nd down and 7 with 2:53 left. Decorah with 2 timeouts remaining. Other than stopping them and forcing a turnover, there's not a lot to add to the conversation here, Chris.
I mean, other than, even though Solon has the ball right now with under 3 minutes left, because Decorah has 2 timeouts left, they're not forced to run the ball here because they know Decorah is going to stop the clock after the play anyway. So really, if you're the Viking defense, you still have to be prepared for anything here.
Crowd still talking defense. Solon trying to get to the dome. Decorah. This would be the first year Solon would get to the dome since 10. That was a string of 4 consecutive state championships for the Spartans. They've been eliminated by Union 2 years ago and by Decorah last year in the 2nd round of the playoffs. 2nd and 7 out of the timeout from the 49-yard line. 28-20 Solon, 2:53 to play. Black takes the snap, gives to Kramer right side. He's hit near the line of scrimmage. He'll plow ahead and he'll get the first down as he broke a few tackles, and down he went at the 40-yard line. Breitenmeyer, the man that finally brought him down with some assistance from Dustin Carey.
Give the young man a lot of credit. He wouldn't be denied on that, and we did have a couple shots at him well before where the ball is being spotted. Their backs run very hard, and they get extra yardage, obviously, after the first hit.
Decorah with 2 timeouts remaining, and Solon taking all the time they need to right here. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line in Decorah territory. Black with an offset backfield to the right side. Receivers left and right. Black with a long count line takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's hit by Austin Ashbacker and thrown down with the assistance of Dustin Carey, and a timeout. Decorah with 2:18 to play. And that's where you got to balance everything out to be totally fair. We talked about tackling being key tonight. It hasn't been to the level that Decorah needed it to be successful tonight, but how much do you put on your inability to tackle for Decorah? How much do you just got to give these Solon backs credit for being tough? Because I'd imagine they've been able to do this to the majority of the teams they faced this year.
Yeah, and their backs run hard, and their offensive line executes well to give them seams to run through. And when you combine those two things, no matter who the team is, they're going to be hard to stop.
Walk-On has defeated New Hampton 36-0, so walk on to the semifinals for the first time in school history. Haven't gotten an update as of late on that Southwind North Fayette Valley game. 2nd down and 8 it'll be with 2:18 to play. 28-20 Solon. Receivers left and right. Black in the pistol. Black takes the snap. There's a flag down as Black gets dragged down by Hovden and Ashbacker back to the 48-yard line. The flag came on the near side. They didn't kill the play, so it was not illegal procedure or encroachment. It might have been a motion penalty on Solon.
You have to create 3rd down. So do not accept this penalty. You need to decline it.
Yep.
As illegal formation is going to be the call on Solon. You gave the illegal procedure signal, but it wasn't a dead ball penalty, so that's an illegal formation penalty. It's declined by Decorah. 2:14 to play. There's 1 timeout left. It is 3rd down and 14. Gary Christensen will wave his arms. It's 3rd and 14 from the 47-yard line. Crowd getting loud here at Viking Stadium. The Kenneth Olson press box starting to rattle. 3rd and 14, receivers left and right. Black with two backs directly behind him. Black will take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He's hit.
Yeah, baby.
Upton trying to strip it. Black hangs onto the ball. Black goes down at the 50. It's 4th down. 1:48 left. Decorah takes their final timeout. You know what? You've given yourself a shot here.
Yeah, and you know, even though they picked up that first down initially on this drive with that big play in the backfield to force the loss, now you've stopped the clock with, you know, a pretty decent amount of time remaining given the circumstances, and you face them with a 4th and very long here, and now you get to send out, you know, one of your biggest playmakers out onto the field, hopefully to return this punt.
6 minutes to play in West Union. North Fayette Valley leading Southwind 42-14. So the Hawks moving on to the semifinals. Of course, the winner of that one gets the reward of facing Iowa City Regina.
A chance to make history there.
Yeah, hey.
That's how I look at it.
Your glass half full. So, Jake Hovden will be back deep. The only question is here, do you try to block it or set up a return here, Coach?
I'd try to block it.
Looks like what they're going to do with only one return man back.
So, punting will be Spencer Schaefer. Snap back in good shape. No pressure. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. It bounces at the 15. It rolls inside the 10. Hovden takes it at the 8. Runs to the 10. Brings it up the far sideline to the 15. He's to the 20 and ridden to the sideline. They're going to mark him right at the 21-yard line. So 95 seconds, 79 yards, and you need a 2-point play afterwards. Well, that isn't exactly weirder things have happened territory yet.
No, and, you know, considering where Jake picked that ball up, he did well to get a nice return out of that. He had a man bearing down on it, and he fielded it off a hop. But now the key here is obviously you're probably going to have to go to the air, and as a receiver, as a ball carrier, you need to be thinking about getting out of bounds after every play.
Meyer left, Carey right, wingback left, Sweska, split backs with Hovden and Leafs. Dropping a throw is Pierce. Pierce has all day, throws deep down the right side, going for Jake Hovden. Hovden will make the catch. He's across the 45 and brought down at the 46-yard line. Jake Hovden wanted that ball more than the Solon defender. Seth Phillips brought him down.
The defender didn't even know the ball was coming because he didn't look to turn his head. So nice job by Jake. 1st and 10
at the 46-yard line. Decorah, no timeouts. Short drop. Pierce throws to the left side. Catch is made by Carey. Gives some ground to the 50. Moves straight ahead. Plows ahead and gets brought down into the sideline to the 46-yard line. So it's 1:11 to play. They're going to mark him at the 47, so a gain of 7 on the previous play.
You got to have 2 plays at a time. You can't come back to a huddle.
1 minute to play. 2nd and 3 for Decorah. Back to the 47-yard line. Receivers left and right. Wing left is Sweska. Split backs in the backfield. Pierce takes, pumps once. Throws deep down the right side. Going for Carey. Incomplete. And Ham was holding him on the near side, but no flag. And you're not going to get that call at this time. It's 3rd and 3. Decorah, 49 seconds to play from the Solon 47. They trail it 28-20.
Boy, I understand what you mean about the circumstances, Darren, but holy smokes. Sometimes a penalty is a penalty, you know what I mean?
3rd and 3 from the 47. Meyer to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Carey, split backs, Leaps and Hovden. Pierce under center, takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, dump right, catch made by Hovden, a block from Ellsburn, runs to the 45 to the 40, brings it to the near sideline and knocked it out. At the 36-yard line, Ham, the man that knocked him out with Hammond. It's a gain of 11. 1st and 10, Decorah at the Solon 36, 40 seconds to play. They trail by 8.
That's fine.
Hovden coming off on the near side there. Looks like maybe that hamstring maybe flamed up a little bit.
First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Kyle Kane to the left side. Henning to the right. Wing back right is Sweska. Split backs Leaps and Savarov. Football rider near side hash mark. Pierce under center. Takes the snap, short drop. Pumps once. Now scrambles. Under pressure. Rolls to his left. He's got room to run, but he keeps looking downfield. He'll fire it down the middle of the field going towards Henning, and it's intercepted by Black at the 11. He'll run to the 15 and get dragged down from behind at the 20-yard line. And the Solon Spartans will be moving on to the quarterfinals in Class 3A. Jacob Black intercepts the pass from Bryce Pierce. And a tremendous 3-year run of Decorah football will come to a close, unfortunately, tonight.
Yeah, one snap and the game is over.
25 seconds left. The Decorah Vikings will lose to the Solon Spartans 28-20, and taking the snap and going to one knee is Jacob Black, and the Solon Spartans will move on to the quarterfinals in Class 3A. Decorah loses 28-20 here tonight.